Welcome to another episode of the News of the Bazaar. In Chula Vista, California, San Diego County authorities rescued a naked man who told authorities he got lost inside a storm drain after seeking an underground refuge from the heat. UT San Diego reports a resident called 911 after hearing a man yelling for help from inside a drain in Chula Vista Monday night. Firefighters were able to get the man out. A dispatcher tells the newspaper he was not wearing any clothes. The man said he had been hot and had climbed into the storm drain about 10:30 a.m. He said he got lost and had been wandering around in the sewer system for hours. The man was not injured and was returned to his home. According to the National Weather Service, the high temperature Monday in Chula Vista was 86 degrees. San Francisco Board of Supervisors candidates George Davis stripped buck naked in Times Square on Wednesday to campaign for the right to be nude in public. Davis spoke out against a 2013 San Francisco public nudity ban introduced by his opponent, Scott Wiener. I'm not making this up. He says nudity is a form of expression. After Davis' speech, he conducted interviews stark naked. Then he walked to where artist Andy Golub was body painting another naked man. Times Square Batmans and Elmos and other onlookers gawked, laughed, and took photos while moving out of Davis's way. One man loudly read Bible passages. Davis ran for mayor in 2007 for District 10 supervisor in 2010. He has been arrested twice for public nudity. In Washington, D.C., typically news crews are reporting on these sorts of incidents, but on Friday, a WUSA 9 crew was robbed. Ironically, the robbery occurred while the crew was working on a story about an app that alerts people about sketchy neighborhoods. The crew had locked their news van on street in Petworth in northwest D.C. while they were out in the neighborhood conducting interviews. When they returned, they found the lock had been popped out of the door of their news van and that most of the crew's gear had been stolen. Among the many stolen articles were the gear of the photojournalist James Hash, the backpack of a reporter Mola Legine, and the purse of intern Taylor Biscotti. Biscotti's cell phone was in her purse, and that ended up being a lucky break for the crew. Using the Find My iPhone application, the crew was able to track the phone. After filing a police report, the crew tracked the phone to dumpsters in another D.C. neighborhood. The crew was able to recover some of the stolen items from the dumpsters. The entire crew returned to WUSA 9's broadcast house unharmed. And finally, in Boulder, Colorado, near Longmont, Colorado, a sideshow of the Boulder County Fair advertising Little Liz, the world's smallest woman, has been shut down after complaints. The show, featuring a woman from Haiti who's 29 inches tall or less than 2.5 feet, closed Thursday after two parents complained. The Times Call of Longmont reported there was a kind of an ick factor to it, said Carrie Averfield of the Boulder County's Commissioner's Office. When I talked to our open space director and one of the county's attorneys about it, we had the gut check of, this is not the sort of what we want to encourage. We just didn't feel it was appropriate for a family show. Traveling carnivals used to rely heavily on sideshows, including sword swallowers and fire eaters, but rides have largely replaced them as tastes change. A number of areas made freak shows illegal. Then the New Mexico State Fair in 2008 canceled a similar exhibit featuring a 29-inch tall woman after fair officials called it exploitation. Tiny Tina returned the next year after telling fair officials she didn't think she was being exploited. And those are your News Bazaar for August 12th. You guys have a great day.
I actually leave, and I'm not gonna say it again. Bye, 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 bye.
Stop.
Bye.
I'm on the street.
I'm telling you goodbye.
Miss, we're on a pub.
I don't care. Goodbye. I'ma tase your neck. I'm telling you bye. I'ma pop out you. I will slap you.
Okay. No.
I will knock this